She wanna rub on my body, but she know that I got a bitch. She don't really care, she fuck up for fun. She told me that she want a kid. I told her bitch no, I just wanna fuck. Then I'm leaving, can't stay. Folks got a Glock, he shoot it like Ray Ray, yeah, you know he gon' spray. Glock, target practice, we don't miss, so bitch, watch what you saying.
Yo.
The heavy hitters are back. Throw your H's up. Why you ain't telling me you recording, man?
Because I just did what I did, bro. Gotta be on point.
You gotta be on point, man. Tell us.
Okay, this dude whacked hard as hell into my knee.
Yeah, he
why is it like I'm in front and y'all behind?
That's
because you are.
You supposed to be scooted over a little bit. He's supposed. It's out of order because of y'all. I'm literally in frame. And y'all behind me.
Listen.
No, I didn't say scoot all close up to me.
God, no.
I'm saying space out a little bit.
Bro, we good like this, bro.
Okay.
Now we over close now.
You see how
y'all got going on?
Bro.
I ain't trying to be this close to you niggas, man.
Bro.
Nonetheless, welcome back to the Heavy Hitters. Today's topic is the Odyssey Jones situation. Now, a little context going in. This dude had been drafted to the main roster, what, not once but twice, I think?
No, bro.
Twice. Once last year, never showed up.
Oh, I forgot about that.
This year was drafted, still hadn't showed up for the longest. Then out the blue, he comes back. And he gets put in the storyline with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods against the Final Testament. Now, he had been getting a good little push out of it. But then all of a sudden he just disappears. He's removed from WWE's website. Just gone.
I ain't even vanished basically.
Vanished off the face of the WWE roster.
I didn't even know this happened. Like this just all caught me off guard.
All of a sudden we end up hearing he's been released from the company.
Just like that.
Just like that. And it was due to domestic. It was either domestic violence or domestic abuse. I think it's the same basis. I think it's just the same way it works.
Like damn, like what you got going on, big like?
Because of that, he got featured in Endeavored.
For what though? Like what you being on? Like we would have big doing that though. Like
now the thing was, this isn't something recent. This was something past. Like this was a past issue.
It's normally always past issues. It's probably with a female too. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
It's always that.
Usually,
that's what domestic is.
Usually when they say domestic, it's usually between like a spouse, like a wife, a girlfriend.
So it's he finally made his debut on Raw and allegations come out. As soon as you start succeeding, they want to take you down. That's how females do it to you. It's crazy.
Now, obviously there isn't much we can get into it, but I will say this. I really don't know how to go with this video. I'm just gonna say where I felt like this booking would have went. I'm not booking the whole thing. I'm just doing it short and sweet. I think Odyssey Jones and the New Day would be teaming up for a while, and then this would lead to an Xavier Woods heel turn where he turns on both of them, and then I guess it's a New Day with Odyssey Jones and Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
I think Odyssey Jones was just brought in honestly as like, okay, they basically know at this point they think Big E's he's not coming back. He's done. So I guess they needed like a Big E of the group.
And you could even
and
tell
I guess they saw that
Xavier
in
was
Odyssey
saying
Jones.
like you trying to replace Big E, making like just like little subtle hints at a heel turn. Like he wasn't rocking with Big Odyssey Jones for real. At first he like, no, I ain't. You didn't consult with me. Normally Xavier be happy, he be for it, and he respect Kofi Kingston's decision making. So it just felt different.
Cross also has been planting the seeds where he's basically saying like, you're the better one of the group. Like there's so many things you could be doing, but instead you're in this position. So he's really been manipulating the situation.
Yeah, he been having his character been crazy lately. He like a dude that tell you like, when people, he just try to like mess with your mind, bro. And it's kind of decent though. Like they slowly doing something with Karrion Kross. It's slow, but
I feel like this damn near with Odyssey Jones. I feel like this is almost like a what went wrong video. But
we already know the direct reason of I never really seen nothing in him anyway. But like the fact that he came up and got a little push, like you said, out of nowhere.
It was like, what, a 3-week push?
And then it was with the New Day, veterans, that, it was a decent story that could have went somewhere for Xavier.
Yeah.
And then it probably would have led to a Kofi versus Xavier match, you never know.
See, and this is the thing that sucks, like, whether it's personal life getting in the way and then you get featured in Endeavor or you just get injured, it kills a lot of storylines.
It just scrap everything you had planned. It's gone.
It's like the thing when they revealed like Adam Cole as the devil against MJF. He was injured. MJF was going out injured.
You couldn't even have a
and
match.
something they could have capitalized. Like
that was an instant match they was gonna do.
They could have done that at All In, out the window. They could have done that match at Double or Nothing, out the window.
Yeah. I also was wondering what a heel Xavier would be like in. Because you notice when you
Didn't he do something like that in TNA with Truth, I thought, or something?
With Consequences Creed or
Yeah,
something like that?
I thought so.
But like in WWE, you could make or break your career depending on if you turn heel. I feel like he got the personality to be able to pull off a heel run because he got that type of personality. Like some dudes turn heel, didn't do nothing for their career for real. I think it could have worked.
Well, you got to think it from this point of view too. Xavier Woods, in a sense, was kind of the guy who invented the New Day.
Yeah,
like,
basically.
I'm obviously like creatively backstage, it might have been completely different.
Right.
But
on
from like
screen,
on screen, it's like he was the one who approached Big E and Kofi Kingston and say, "Hey, this is what we could do together.
It's
like,
crazy.
Here's what we've done
the way they
separately."
came together on TV was cold though, back like all the way to all them years ago.
Like when they came in at
Just
first, when they first came in, they had that church choir and everything kind of vibe going in.
Mm-hmm.
Then it changed, and they're popping out of big bootio
And it
cereal
was
boxes.
heels. People was booing them initially when they first came in. It wasn't until the fans started seeing how entertaining they was until they started cheering them, and then they got over. But yeah, like this New Day thing been going on for so long, and even though they all stepped out, Kofi Mania, he won the WWE title. Big E won the WWE title. Xavier, the only man out. So this storyline was going to be perfect for him to turn with good reason. And Odyssey Jones was going to be that fix in the middle. He was going to be the reason why this happened. It was perfect.
And you could also sit here and say that like I think it was fine time for the New Day to break off.
Yeah.
They've been together for a long
It's been long.
And nobody ever turned. Like nobody turned. It was either so they just stepped off. Even they got split up in brands one time. Big E went to Raw, Kofi and Xavier went to SmackDown.
Yeah, they was all on SmackDown. I think because Big E cashed in on.
Yeah,
and did they not split up not once but twice or something?
Yeah, so it's like they never broke up. So like as far as like somebody turning on somebody, and it's really been because what they mantra is, they loyal to each other. No matter what, you can't drive a wedge between them. The Wyatt family tried to do it back in 2016. That's Bray Wyatt, one of the most mind people ever. He couldn't drive a wedge between them. So what made Cross different? But you can see it's been working a little bit with Cross. And that's because he telling Woods you could be world champion. You got the ability.
I'm wondering if they split up and Kofi go back to his old music.
I low-key wouldn't be against Kofi going back to like Kofi Kingston from bro, like
with or without the accent.
Without.
You can't. You're not Jamaican.
Yeah, you can't.
So,
He ended that as.
I remember when Triple H called. I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, aren't you Jamaican? Where's your accent?" And Kofi's like, "Oh."
Yeah, that segment was funny. But I never really, in all, I never seen much in Big Odyssey Jones besides like he just was a big dude.
Big E.
And he was on NXT for a minute. He was in the finals of the.
Did he do anything productive in NXT?
He was in the finals of the breakout tournament against Melo, like 2021. He lost that. And then he just floated on NXT for a minute. To me, I always looked at him as just a big dude that wasn't serious. Like a big dancing dude. Like a little bit like how Shanky was a bit goofy. But he not Shanky type goofy, but definitely a big goofy.
I feel like every superstar has their goofy moments. Like
but all the time. Like
no, I'm not saying all the
Jones
time, but
was
I'm saying
goofy
like
all the
here
time.
and there because like I think back to that stuff with Jacob Fatu when
Yeah,
Solo was coming.
but he's serious though.
I know he's serious, but it's still fun to talk about.
Yeah, I didn't even take that as being funny. That was serious to me. Like It was
I took the
not
beat
funny.
down serious, but I took him doing
Bro,
that dance funny.
Him when they was at the live event, then he was turning up with his hair. That's serious. That boy's scary. Bro, none he do a joke. Bro, that's Jacob Fatu.
But nonetheless, this is one of our shorter videos, and we've already done enough.
Yeah, I didn't know that boy got released though. That was shocking.
He found out literally in the draft video. Like, that's how this got.
I didn't care.
So if you want to see his raw live reaction to that, check part 2. It was part 2.
Bro.
Check part 2 towards the end. You will see his reaction to him hearing for the first time that Odyssey Jones got released. But this is a short vid. Not much could be said on it. Obviously, not everything has come out from the situation. It probably won't.
It's just he gone.
WWE's
so they don't speak on it.
WWE's come to terms with it. Whether he ends up landing a job in a different company, obviously it's possible. I mean, Zachary once got released or Nash Carter got released for some stuff in NXT. While with WWE in NXT,
It's
I went over to
crazy.
TNA.
And now he competing back at NXT again.
So it is.
That's crazy work.
So-
He got released from WWE just to go to TNA, working partnership. Now he competing on NXT Premium.
So it's possible you can see
That's tough.
anything's. It's a different regime, different type of wrestling out there.
It's
or
only a
different time
matter.
in wrestling.
It's only a matter of time before we see bigger names from TNA too, like Nick Nemeth come or pop over. And
That
it's coming.
would be real wild.
It's coming. If Joe Hendry coming over and all these people, and then you got Tatum Paxley and all of them going over there, names gonna start popping up more and more. So, because it's a real working relationship, it's a real partnership. Like Jordan Grace defending the title this week on NXT. So they getting Shawn Michaels know what he doing and he building. NXT gonna be a real major show, and they on the CW live. They gonna be in real arenas going forward.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm interested in. Like seeing, if they could fill up a.
Yeah,
They going to the All State.
Yeah, they, Chicago the first show, and they
So
come to ill with it.
they.
I really want to go to that show too. I was thinking about it, bro. I'll get a real $100 ticket and sit in the middle. It's the first NXT show. They know not that many people gonna really. It's gonna be decent. Plus, he gonna be in home city, man.
But we'll just have to wait and see what happens with this situation. But like I said, not much we can really speak on it. We've said our thoughts on the situation. We've said our thoughts on where we thought the booking is.
Yeah, best of luck in your future endeavors, Big Odyssey. I never really liked you that much anyway.
That's crazy. He already going through another game.
But nonetheless, thank you once again for tuning in. We're the Heavy Hitters. I'm your boy Amity.
Tomorrow,
When you make the gym, we out.
we out.